Warning. The ZeroDead podcast is made for mature audiences only. Content warnings can be found in the episode description.
Good evening and welcome to the ZeroDead podcast. With Duvet ending season 1 of You Can't Handle the Truth and Sebastian always giving me more work to do, tonight we are playing a new series, The Tangled Web We Weave, a Call of Cthulhu podcast with our two resident ladies of the group, Fernanda and Sanne. It's 1923 England. There's two investigators and, of course, the unknown. I will be your keeper, Luke. And let's meet our lovely players, Fe and Sanne. Say hello, Fe.
Hello.
Say hello, Sanne.
Hi.
Tonight, we're playing episode 1, The Haunting, by Sandy Peterson. Enjoy. For a little introduction, our two lovely players will be part of a roaming carnival, travelling throughout England. With every stop, a new adventure awaits. These adventures will be short stories taken and adapted from various one-shot adventures. Even though we feature real place names, a little creative liberty will be used for storytelling. First, shall we introduce our lovely characters? Sanne, tell me about your character.
So my character's name is Mystic Morgana, or her real name is Marjorie Smith, and she is a psychic at the traveling fair. Mystic Morgana is 35 years old. She's originally from Norman's Bay, and she has dark hair. She when she walks around, she carries an otherworldly grace around her. She always appears at ease, but everyone's always looking at her. She has like an air of enigmatic allure. She is always adorned with shawls and amulets, piercing green eyes, and she always has a sort of tarot deck with her, and under her clothes she has a dagger.
So a 1920s goth chick.
A 1920s goth chick, yes.
Yes. Oh, we'll go with that.
You tend to go for the goth chicks, don't I?
Yes. But we all love a goth chick. Thank you.
Yes, we do.
So, Fe, tell me about your character.
Well, my character's name is Ana Lima, but at the circus, the carnival, everybody calls her Nina. And she is a knife thrower contortionist. She is very flexible. She's 23 years old. She is originally from Brazil, but when she was about 9 years old, her and her parents moved to the UK. She was born inside of the circus, so the parents just changed from circus in Brazil to the circus in the UK. She's very short, 150, I think I wrote down. Well, she's really tiny, but she's like muscled because of she has practiced circus activities since she was a child. So she has a fit body. She has red hairs. Actually, she has brown hairs, but she dyes it red because she finds it beautiful. She likes it. Big expressive eyes, thick lips. She likes usually the everyday at the circus just practicing. She just use comfortable clothes, but when she's presenting herself at the circus on stage, she wears, Sanne, you will help me. It's a body. What is the name?
Bodysuit.
It's a bodysuit, yeah.
A leotard kind of thing.
Yes, and for her
Yeah,
it's
but
very
without legs.
special. Yeah.
Oh, I'll get yes.
Yeah, the no legs ones. And for her it's very special because most of the ones she wears they were made in the past from her mother. Her mother has always been a kind of a costume designer, yes. So those are the clothes. So that's how she looks like. I think I covered that, right? Very tiny, yeah. That's it. Actually, her nickname Nina comes from, in Portuguese, it would mean pequenina, which is a small person, a small girl. So that's
Nice.
where she's so tiny. That's how everybody
Little
calls
Nina.
her. Little Nina. So how did I meet Morgana? We moved to the circus, and in 1910, while we were doing the presentation of the circus, after my father did his part at the stage, he came to the backstage. Nina was still there with her friends. Everybody was joining together to clean up, and Nina realized that she couldn't see her parents anywhere. So she walked backstage where the trailers were, and she found that the trailer she lived with her parents were kind of messed up, like somebody entered. And when she entered, she couldn't find her parents, so actually her parents disappeared that night. She was 10 years old. At that time, she already knew Morgana from the circus. Morgana was there since the first day, but they were not really necessarily close. They just knew each other like everybody. There was kind of a family. But in that night, Morgana was the first person that saw Nina, kind of screaming and calling for her parents and saying that where were they, and Morgana came to help.
Yeah, so one night after one of the shows, she could hear like a frantic Nina calling out for her parents. So she walked into the trailer and saw the mess and instantly knew that something was wrong and some sort of struggle had occurred. So she wrapped her arms around Nina, told her to come with her, and she could stay in her trailer for the time being. She shouted for other people to sort of, come round and have a look at the trailer to see if they could find anything that happened. And when it became clear that Nina's parents couldn't return or wouldn't return before Christmas, she invited her over to spend Christmas at her flat in Bristol. And since then, Nina sort of has felt like a sister to her that she never had, and there was a lot of fun and a lot of love and mischief and also some explosive fights, especially when Nina was a teenager and she was out and about without letting her know if she was safe. And then for her 18th birthday, Nina and Mystic Morgana went to Harrods in London.
Ooh, fancy.
Yes, and she sort of taught Nina the ropes of pickpocketing and swindling because she'd seen Nina sort of try and pickpocket at the fair,
Yeah,
but she wasn't very good at it.
indeed.
And it's something that Mystic Morgana has done for the longest time. So since then, they've sort of become a team, and they like to swindle people.
Oh yes, a pair of swindlers. I know I'm going to enjoy this adventure.
It's a great team though, because Nina's super flexible and can squeeze herself into tiny places, and my character Mystic Morgana is really good at fast talking and convincing people and charming people. So perfect storm. Usually they sort of divide up the treasure. Some stuff they keep, some stuff they sell. My character tends to keep some jewelry to give to her clients as like talismans of good luck. And when they do sell, they make sure to always sell them in different places than where they've nicked them, so people don't get suspicious.
Well, it's very convenient that you're on a travelling carnival then, isn't it?
Very, very convenient.
Very convenient. Almost like it was planned, but anyway.
Almost like it was planned.
So, anything else you'd like to tell you about your life in the carnival?
Yeah, I think one of the things that we haven't said is that, Nina sort of was born in the carnival. Marjorie was sold to the carnival.
Hold on. Wouldn't have slavery been kind of outlawed at this point?
No. No, of course not. I mean, her parents were dirt poor. She used to have visions when she was younger. Those visions have since stopped. He's definitely a swindler. But yeah, her parents saw a lot of money in her in the 1920s or actually this must have been the 1890s.
Yeah.
In a coastal town in the south of Britain was dirt poor and they wanted money, so they saw an opportunity to sell her off.
Loving parents then, yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She had a great time being sold to the carnival at 9 years old.
Does this weigh on Morgana? Or has she basically decided herself that this is her life now?
Oh, this is her life now.
Oh, that's okay.
She'll never go back to her parents, and she doesn't share any of the wealth that she has now with her parents, because she's making good money with being a fortune teller.
As long as she's happy.
She's very happy.
Nina's her family now.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, we are each other's family.
So, are we ready to begin? We see the camera pan up to a cool spring evening in the northwest of Leicestershire, to a train station where a steam train is beginning to unload. On the station sign, we see the words Ashby de la Zouche, a small market town in the heart of England. The camera pans to the rear of the cars, where we see two ladies helping each other off the train onto the platform. Behind them is all the members of the carnival unloading their equipment and crates. The leader of the carnival, Walter Sterling Whitman, spots you and heads towards you with a stack of posters in his hand. Evening, gals. You know the drill. Here's the posters. Going to town. Drum up business. He hands you a stack of posters to put up in town. You both gleefully walk off the platform into town, knowing you don't have to do the heavy lifting, and head towards the main social area of any British town. The pub.
The pub?
Standing outside, you both try and contain your laughter at the pub's name, the Shoulder of Mutton. As you enter, you're greeted by the smell of stale smoke and the classic odour of beer. Most of the patrons stop their conversations to see you enter. The patrons instantly know you're not locals and take a quick stare and then continue their conversations. At the end of the bar is a man who's still staring at you. As you catch his stares, he quickly looks down. He tries to look at you again, but quickly looks down once more. He has a certain look in his face of fear mixed with someone experiencing a eureka moment. The barman comes over to you. What can I get for you, ladies? What do you do?
I'll say, I'll have what he's having, and point at the guy at the end of the bar.
What, a Guinness?
Oh, make that a half.
And for you, little lady?
Nina will look at Morgana. She's not sure what she should say. She will... Maybe a lemonade?
This is a pub, darling. We don't serve...
You don't have anything with no alcohol in it?
No. Again, it's a pub.
Do you have a Guinness and blackcurrant?
So a Guinness then, yes. Okay, fine.
Okay.
And he just puts 2
Half
points of
as
Guinness
well.
on. He puts 2 half pints of Guinness on the table.
Are we sitting down?
I think I want to... Did you see the way that man looked at us?
Where? No. Where?
The guy at the bar? At the end of the bar?
Oh. How did he look?
Well, give me a spot hidden roll.
A spot hidden roll. 30 under 45.
The man looks dishevelled and stressed out of his brain. He's knocking back the Guinnesses one after another. You can already see 3 empty glasses in front of him. He looks like he's had better days.
On second thought, maybe we shouldn't. Seems like he might be, I don't know. Although, he's drunk. Or he's getting drunk, so...
Well, he looks like he's having a hard day.
I say let's go talk to him.
All right.
Are you going to talk to him? Are you going to walk over to him?
Yeah, we'll go over to him and hand him, like, one of the posters and go, you look like you could use some fun.
Fun? I don't need fun at the moment, but would you ladies like to join me for a drink?
We've got a drink,
Oh,
but
sorry.
we're up for a chat.
Next round's on me. Please sit down. You look like someone that could help me with something.
Okay, do you have a minute?
Oh, sure. Just please don't leave though. Oh,
No,
we've
we
had a
won't
chat.
leave. I think it would be a good idea to hand out the posters to everyone and then talk to this guy.
Are you saying this to me or like you're thinking out loud?
No, I'm saying it to you.
I agree. And also, she has the glass in her hand, right? We got already the drink. I'm not really supposed to drink on the days I'm going to practice.
Don't worry. Just one is fine.
Don't tell Walter.
I won't. Why would I tell Walter?
All right.
Walter tells us things.
Okay. And Nina will go to the first table filled with drunk guys and start giving flyers away. A nice place to have a lot of fun with her friends after the drinks.
You walk around the bar, you're handing out all the posters. Everyone's gleefully going, "Hey, the carnival's in town. Nice, nice. Well, I think we'll have to go." As you're doing this, the man at the end of the bar is keeping an eye on where you are. But at the same time, he's pulled up a briefcase and he started unloading files onto the bar, waiting for your return to talk to you. You walk back around the bar. Let's introduce him. "Good evening, girls. Yes, my name is Mr. Knott. I'm the local landlord around the area. And as you can see, I've got quite a bit to talk to you about. I think you might be
prepared.
Well, I wasn't expecting you two of sorts. I was about to take this to the police, but I don't think they're going to help me. It's a bit of a weird story that not many people would really believe, if you get me. But looking at you two, you look like carnival types, and you kind of confirmed it with the poster. So I'm going to guess that one of you might be some sort of medium?
That would be me.
Of course. Mr. Knott, pleasure to meet you, and he holds out his hand to shake it.
Mystic Morgana.
Oh, Mystic Morgana. I think we're going to get along very well. Barman, a couple of more drinks for the ladies.
This is Nina, and I think we're okay on the drinks, but thank you.
Okay. Maybe something else then. Maybe money might tickle
money
your fancies.
Is always welcome.
Well, ladies, can I interest you in maybe a little bit of investigation that I need solving?
I mean, if it doesn't interfere with our work, I'm sure it should be fine.
Well, you see, here's the problem. I've got a house across the street, the Webster House, prime real estate. But unfortunately, I can't seem to fill it with tenants at the moment. They seem to think it's a bit haunted. Weird stuff's going on there. So I decided to do a little bit of digging after my third round of tenants disappeared.
Excuse me, you can't keep tenants because they keep disappearing?
Not disappearing, they keep leaving me, should I say, without paying the rent and just disappearing on me. They're not disappearing. They're taking their stuff with them. Sorry, I know I kind of framed this a bit mystical, but I thought I was talking among good kin here. Mystic Morgana, of course.
We're just trying to understand the situation, sir.
So, all I can tell you is, if you look here, I've been to the local newspaper and found out that the first family that was there may have come under some violent circumstances and disappeared. As you can see, ladies, someone else has already been digging in my household, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
Mr. Knott points at an unpublished story of the Ashby Gazette in 1918, a feature story which was never published. It states that in 1880, a family of French immigrants moved into the house but fled after a series of violent accidents. After a series of violent accidents left the parents dead and 3 children crippled. The house long stood vacant. In 1909, another family moved in and immediately fell prey to illness. In 1914, the oldest brother went mad and killed himself with a kitchen knife, and the heartbroken family moved out. In 1918, a third family, the Wrights, rented the house, but they left almost immediately under mysterious circumstances. See, ladies, I can't seem to fill with tenants or nothing at the moment. They keep disappearing on me. So I did a bit more digging and I went to the library. He hands you a library file. In the files it says, in 1835, a prosperous merchant builds the house, but immediately falls ill and sells the house to a Mr. Walter Webster, Esquire. In 1852, Walter Webster is sued by neighbours, who petition to force him to leave the area. Evidently, Webster wins the lawsuit. His obituary in 1866 states he still lived in the same place. See, I inherited this house from Mr. Webster through some other benefactories. I didn't actually know him myself, but, real estate in the middle of England is quite nice to have during the Industrial Revolution. So, ladies, I decided to do a bit more digging.
Can I ask you a question, Mr. Knott?
Go ahead.
So it seems that even when the house was built, immediately people started to fall ill, or things happened, apart from with Mr. Webster, it seemed. Do we know anything about the land that this was built on, the house was built on?
It's just Ashby. It's just nothing of note, really. It's just a house.
All right.
So, ladies, I have this problem. Something mysterious is going inside that house. And you've seen the types that can speak to maybe otherworldly types or unnatural things. And as I say, I will pay you handsomely. Here's £20 up front if you spend a night so I can, tell the locals that I've had it exorcised and it is now safe to live in again.
And I guess the other £20 will be paid up tomorrow morning.
Indeed.
If we survive the night.
Honestly, though, girls, I don't think anything is going on in the house. It's just whispers getting out of hand. I just need to fill it with tenants because, as you can see, I'm spending all my money at the bar.
And I was just going to ask Mr. Knott if he has himself slept a night or spent a night at the house to see if anything is going on there.
Give me a psychology check.
I mean, I can roll. 46. Under 75.
He looks straight at you and goes, yes, I've spent the night there. There's nothing going on there. And you know he's blatantly lying. He's as scared of this place as everyone else is.
What do you think, Morgana?
Well, if we were to believe Mr. Knott, and to be honest, and I look Knott right in the eyes, like piercing green eyes going, I don't believe you. This house should be an easy £40. So £20 each. I think, if you really want us to do this, make it 60, and we'll stay the night.
£60? That's the price of a car.
Because I know how desperate you are and you want to fill this.
Okay.
And Nina will stand up and say, and we actually need to go. So it's a yes or no.
Mm-hmm.
You drive a hard bargain, and he hands over another £20. You'll get the final £20 in the morning.
Perfect. Where do we meet?
He points out the window at a little crooked house between two office buildings. That's the Webster house right across the road.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'll meet you tomorrow morning, right outside.
Do we need a key?
No, the place is unlocked. It's a safe town.
Okay.
Oh.
Will there be amenities? Amenities?
Whatever the Wright family left there.
Okay. Well, it was nice to do business with you, Mr. Knott, and we'll see you in the morning.
Thank you, ladies. I'm going to start on the rumour that you've exercised the building. This could be quite lucrative for me. Thank you, lady. Gives you a bow and carries on with his drinks. What do you do?
Bye, Mr. Knott.
Goodbye, little Nina.
Morgana.
Mm-hmm.
So we go after tonight's show?
Will there be a show tonight, or will we be just be setting up?
Not tonight.
Well, I think, Morgana, you can talk to Mr. Walter and tell him we're going to be away. What is his Mr. Walter's surname?
Mr. Whitman, if you want to be formal.
No, I will say
No.
Walter then.
No.
All right. Okay, so do it again. Morgana, do you tell Walter we are going to be away tonight?
Yeah, I think we should get rid of the rest of these posters and then go to the fairground, set up and at least do our bit, and then go to the house.
Oh, that's
Possibly
easy.
Bring some sheets. Not sure I want to sleep in a bed that's been empty and someone else's bed sheets. Not sure I want to do that.
Well, if you want, I can just carry all the flyers and fast run to the streets and sell, and give them away while you're preparing everything.
Yeah, so you want to split up for me to go to the carnival ground and you to finish the...
Yeah. So
Okay,
we do it
sure.
faster. Okay. All right. So I get the flyers all by myself, and I go around the bars and on the people on the street and just give the flyers away.
You give the flyers away, you drum up some business. While Morgana goes to meet Mr. Whitman.
Mm-hmm.
As he approaches you, Morgana, where's little Nina?
Oh, she's just finishing up handing out the flyers.
Ah, good.
We've, I know we're not doing a performance tonight. We can set up quite quickly. But we are going to stay in town tonight, if that's all right.
But why?
Found a nice place.
Oh, you're going to keep it all to yourself, are you, Morgana? Yeah, I see how it is. I thought we were a family and everything there.
We are a family, but
Oh,
sometimes families don't share.
That's too true, that is, Morgana. You didn't have to hit me like that. But okay. If you found better digs than here, then I'll tell the boys that you're not coming out for the evening drink.
No, we've already checked out the bars and the pubs, and it's, the same old public. They do seem very interested in the fair, though. So
that's nice.
We will get good clientele tomorrow.
Oh, good. Keep doing the good work.
It does feel nice to sometimes sleep in a different bed. Have a little bit of luxury.
Oh, I totally get that. My trailer's getting a bit too heavy at the minute. If you get what I mean.
I do get what you mean.
It's just
Anyway, I just wanted to let you know that we won't be around tonight. But that will be set up before the show tomorrow.
You best be back in the morning.
Yeah,
you got to help the rest of the lads.
Absolutely, we will be back in the morning. I mean, we did all the work. We charmed everyone to come to the fair.
Yeah, well, the boys did all the heavy lifting, yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
But then you wouldn't want the boys to go into town and try and sell the fair, would you?
No, with their charisma, I totally agree. Yeah, exactly. I guess I'll see you in the morning, Morgana.
See you in the morning, Walter.
And he gives you a little salute as he walks away.
Okay, what were you going to say?
I wanted to ask if while Nina is giving the flyers away, she kind of asked people around the town what they knew about the house. If there is rumors, and if she was allowed to do it, what did she hear? Good things, weird things.
I'm glad you asked. As you're handing out throughout the local bars, the barman stops you again as you pass the shoulder of mutton. All right, little girl, you've been talking to Mr. Knott, ain't you?
Maybe.
Gotta tell you a few things about that. Is he trying to send you into his place, by any chance?
Well, he said it's nice and big and spacious, so I don't see why not. Why?
Well, it's about the last family that lived there. Just saying. About a year after they moved in the rights, it was a bit of an accident, should we say. Without going into too much detail, little girl, is that, let's just say Mr. Wright didn't take too kindly to Mrs. Wright, and may have stabbed her.
Oh.
Yeah, and the kids had to be taken away.
Oh, that's so sad.
They say that place turns you mad. I wouldn't be spending a night in that place, love. I've got rooms upstairs if you want a room for the night.
Oh, are you scared of ghosts?
Me? No. It's just I wouldn't go in that place if I was you. As he walks away.
All right. And other people, did they say anything? Any other rumors? She maybe have asked also about Mr. Knott, just his reputation around town.
Mr. Knott's reputation is actually pretty well. He's a landlord of many different residences throughout Ashby. He's a good, clean person, but people know about the Webster House, and every time you ask about the Webster House, people are reluctant to talk to you about it.
Mm-hmm.
Only the barman is the man that told you anything.
All right. Noted.
So you're meeting back up with Morgana?
Yes, she finishes sending away the flyers and go back to the circus.
So you both appear outside of the Webster House. The brick building is overshadowed by taller, newer office buildings on either side. The house fronts the street. In the rear is overgrown plantings and half-collapsed arbour. Access to the rear exists on either side of the residence. Studying the house, you're impressed by the way the house seems to withdraw into the shadows cast by the flanking building, and how the blank curtained windows hide all understanding of what lies within. What do you do?
I look at Nina,
Mm-hmm.
and I go, how bad could it really be?
We are standing in front of the building then, right?
Yes.
I told Morgana everything I heard about the rumors and...
So Mr. Knott is lying about that something happened, or the people disappeared. They didn't disappear. They seemed to either kill themselves or kill each other.
Yeah, it seems that it wasn't something very mysterious, but actually the action of a bad man.
But it's just the men. Were there any reports of women going crazy?
No.
Okay, it's just the men.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Do you sense anything, Morgana, now that we're standing here?
You know full well that I don't sense shit. But let's go inside to see if we can find anything that could be related to something strange.
Let's do it.
You both walk up onto the steps, up to the front door. You open it slowly, and you're greeted by a musty smell. It's been vacant for quite a while. You see a long corridor in front of you. As you can see, there is door to the left of you, doors to the right of you. Everything seems damp and a bit drab. There's spiderwebs in the corners of the rooms. What do you do?
There's stairs up, right? At the end of the hallway.
Yes.
Does the light work?
And down also?
You walk up to the light switch. You try it. It buzzes for a few seconds. The lights turn on.
Perfect.
Let's split. Each of us check one room.
Are you sure?
Of course not. But let's try.
I would like to go to the big room to the right.
Yeah.
The living room. The room contains conventional furnishings, a radio, couch, stuffed chairs, and shelves laden with little ornaments. You cannot help but notice an unusual quantities of crosses, images of the Virgin, and other Catholic artifacts. Do you enter?
Yes.
You walk into a darkened room. You walk up to the light switch and you turn on the lights. What do you do?
I want to look at all of the crosses and all of the the way that it's laid out. Basically, I want to do an occult check.
Oh, give me an occult check.
I will. So that is a 1 under 55.
Ooh, a lovely critical success.
A lovely critical success.
You notice that all the crosses are laid out to try and ward off evil spirits. They're made into little shrines around the place. Basically, trying to make this a little holy area.
So all around the living room,
Yes.
there are little altars. Okay. Are they placed in particular places, like next to windows, or next to doorways, next to...
Indeed.
Okay. Interesting. So I tell Nina, it looks like they're trying to ward off something evil, or what they believe might be evil, from any type of entrance into this room.
So, kind of, but also from the window, so even from outside, they were trying to protect themselves.
I guess. Seems like they were pretty paranoid.
Anna Lima, give me a listen check while Morgana was working this out.
001.
With your lovely critical success, as you're watching Morgana look at each of the crosses and at the altars, realizing that they're part of some sort of ward to keep things out, you can't help but think that you've just heard a door close upstairs. What do you do?
Morgana, did you hear? Upstairs. And Nina will just go back to the corridor and run to the end of the corridor. But she didn't do it through the rooms, like there are spaces to go through the rooms, but she goes back to the hall, let's say. She goes through the corridor.
Do you run up the stairs?
Yeah, she will. Well, she did tell Morgana, she said, that she heard stuff upstairs.
And
Morgana will shout, "Be careful!" behind her.
Always!
Here's the picture of the upper story.
Oh, it's a bit smaller.
As you run upstairs, you get to the landing. You're greeted by a darkened corridor in front of you. What do you do?
I tried to turn on the lights.
You turned on the light switch. The lights turn on. You look down the corridor. All the doors are open.
Nina will call, "Hello? Is there anybody there?"
No response.
Very quietly, she will check the first room, the one that is right on the side of the stairs.
As you open the door, you're greeted with the bathroom. A bathroom containing a sink, bathtub, and a water closet with the overhead tank. Towels and other possessions are still here, typical of a family of 4. A brackish pool of water has collected in the bathtub, fed by a dripping faucet, which cannot quite be closed off. What do you do?
Well, she probably tried to turn the tap off and then realized that it's not possible. Can she investigate a bit the room, see if she sees anything? She has a very good spot hidden, so...
Give me a spot hidden roll.
59.
Oh, just
Under
made
60.
it. Yes, nice. As you look a little bit closer at all the towels and the water and everything, The towels have mold on them. The water is black and putrid. It's not been touched in a long time. But nothing really of note is in this room. Give me a listen roll.
12.
12 under 20, success.
Yeah, where's my noise? Yeah, under 20.
You hear a loud creak coming from the end room. What do you do?
She gets out of the room to the corridor and she says again, "Hello?"
Morgana looks up. Is she talking to me? Because no response.
Does she hear this sound like deep inside of the rooms, like at the bottom? Yeah.
It sounds like
right
a floor.
above the room that I'm in, right?
Yes.
No.
Do you want to give me a listen roll, Morgana?
The sound, it's coming from the
From
right
the room
above
that's
her.
right above where I am. Yeah,
It sounds like a floorboard creaking.
Okay.
Nina is going to walk half of downstairs and she will say, "Morgana, do you mind to come?"
Give me 1 sec. I just want to check something out in this room. Can I do a spot hidden?
Go ahead.
No, 74 over 45. I see nothing.
See nothing. Do you want to push?
Yes, I do. And I'm going to tell you how I'm going to do that. I want to actually, move some furniture around and look under stuff. So not just... I roll again, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 26 under 45.
As you start moving the stuffed chairs and the furniture around, you see little brown pieces on the floor. On closer inspection, rat droppings everywhere.
Oh, okay. Like in the furniture or under the furniture?
Under the furniture,
everywhere.
in the furniture, everywhere.
Mystic Morgana probably won't know this. Okay, have you seen any rats yet?
Rats?
Yeah, wait, I'll just come to you. Give me a
All
sec.
right.
So I walk up to her and we go back
While
upstairs.
while Morgana is walking, Nina will think, did she see anything in the bathroom that looked like rat poop or something?
No, unfortunately not.
Any type of animal?
No.
Like one of these
It's
type
just a
of animals that
mouldy,
like
damp
to-
bathroom.
Okay. When Morgana comes and gets closer, say, "No rats."
What's going on? Because I heard you say hello a couple of times.
I hear something from upstairs.
Okay.
It's at the end of the corridor.
Above where I was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I let her walk first.
You're such a chicken.
So you're both walking down the corridor?
Yes, but stealthily.
Stealthily? Oh, well, if you say it. Both
Yes.
give me a stealth roll.
8 under 45.
59 over 50.
Little Nina, do you want to push it? But honestly, I'm going to take Morgana's critical on this one. Because she's going to notice you're about to step on a floorboard that creaks and grabs you out of the way. Just, shh, stop! And points down.
Oh, Nina does a very nice, drop back and turns back. Let show off.
Spins around on the spot.
She's like spider walking across the room.
You both reach the end of the corridor. Do you peek into the room? You push open the door. It creaks open. In the end room is the master bedroom. An ordinary bedroom with a double bed, bookshelf, and window view. More crosses and many candles are here, and a rosary and a prayer book rest on the table beside the bed. What do you do?
Well, Nina, because she heard the creak sound, right? She's going to look under the bed.
Nina gets down on all fours, touches the edge of the cloth over the bed, pulls up to have a look. Nothing. Give me a
The
spot
monsters
hidden
in my
roll.
head are scaring me.
Both of you give me a spot hidden roll.
87 over 60.
39 under 45.
Morgana, as you're looking around the room, you see more rat droppings over the floor. And in the corner of the room, you see a hole in the wall. This is where the rats are coming in and out.
What wall is it? The wall to the other room?
It's the wall to the outside.
And it's on the first floor, yeah?
Yes.
Do I smell rats now as well? Like, can I smell them now that I know that they're there?
Yes.
I want to
The
have
whole-
a look at the book, by the way. Sorry, go ahead.
You walk over to the book. It's a Bible.
Mm-hmm. Can I sort of like flip through it to see if there's anything in there that isn't like related to Catholicism.
It's just a prayer book. There is nothing of importance that's been highlighted or nothing.
And is the layout of the candles and the sort of crosses the same as the room below?
Yes, indeed. It's intended to try and be a safe space from unnatural means.
I asked Nina, were there any of these crosses and candles in the bathroom?
No. The bathroom just looks very dirty. Could Nina tell from how dirty the bathroom was if it looked like it wasn't used even longer than the people that were living here?
Very astute question. No. It just looks the same sort of damage as the rest of the house. It's all dilapidated and a bit run down.
Okay, so they used the bathroom. This seems to be the couple's room, right?
Yes.
So I would like to check one of the kids' room.
Good.
Maybe the one right behind? The one in the middle?
Do we know where Mr. Wright killed his wife?
Unfortunately, you don't.
It was knife, right? She was stabbed.
Yes.
Maybe in the kitchen. Just because it's
Possibly.
a stab place.
So where do you want to go first? Do you want to go to the other bedroom, or...?
Does the house, the corridors anywhere in the house, do they have like pictures, family pictures? Did they leave anything like that behind?
No.
Because they kind of didn't move out, right? They were just taken out.
Yes. There is no pictures on the walls. You just see the outlines of where photos were, like the dirt around them, like someone has taken all the pictures down.
We don't know if they belong, like there's no... Because I was wondering if they belonged to the church as well. It looked like yes, right? Since they're Christian signs of protection.
A lot more people were religious in the 1920s.
Yeah, well, just out of bit of the where we are checking now, but there was something about the 54 members of church that were arrested.
Yes. There was a raid on the house in 1912.
Oh yeah, I see here.
There was a raid
But
on the
8
church.
were released.
Oh, a raid
8
on the church, should I say, yes.
8 were released. The records hinted at
And he seems to be linked with Mr. Webster,
yeah.
Well, he was the
executor of the will of
the
Mr.
will.
Webster.
But
Yes,
that just
the
means
vicar
that
was.
they have like the executor just says who's what's right. So sort of
They have the rights of the house?
Yeah, but generally
No.
you pick a friend or someone that you know quite well
Yeah.
to be your executor of your will.
make sure that your will is being.
Fulfills.
Yes.
Okay.
I forgot that word for a moment.
No, thank God you both have me that speak very good English.
Thank you, Nina.
We all have our strengths and our weaknesses.
And
Mine
apparently
is
mine is
definitely English.
pronounced in English.
Okay, so no pictures. So somebody actually removed the person that told me that the kids were taken away. Did they give any more details of where these kids went? Like,
Yes, they went to their family members in Derby.
so maybe the family took also the pictures, if there were any.
Maybe.
Okay.
Or maybe the pictures were taken down before the guy stabbed his wife.
There was there, it's because I don't know how much I asked around, but was there any rumors of the woman cheating on him or something like that?
None at all.
That would have made him offended by.
It was mysterious to the townsfolk. That's why the barman says it's the house.
And he was taken to the, crazy
The mental institute in
mental
Birmingham.
institute.
Yes.
So they kind of didn't consider him a violent person, supposedly, but a mental stress.
A man that snapped.
Yeah.
Are there any other books around?
Very good that you asked. No.
Just that one Bible.
Yes.
Are there any
What's the
closets?
year? Is that the year? There was a year, right, for the Bible? Like when it was made or something? No, it's in my head. It's only in my head.
No,
sorry.
no. It's just a King James Bible, just a standard Bible. In the closet, you open up the closets, you have a look inside. Mouldy clothing. It's been sat there for quite a long time. It looks like to be Mr. and Mrs. Wright's clothing.
Okay,
Maybe I would check one of the kids' room, just to know what's what.
good idea.
As you move out into the corridor, could you give me a listen check, both of you?
7 under 20.
41 over 40.
Ooh, do you want to push it or just use
I'll use 1 luck point.
one luck point as success? As you both exit the master bedroom onto the corridor, you hear a door slam shut downstairs. Very violently and loudly. What do you do?
I will look at Morgana. Did you hear?
Hello?
No response.
Run down.
You run down the corridor, down the stairs at 100 miles an hour. You're now into the corridor of downstairs. Nothing has changed. All the doors are open.
Nina stayed upstairs.
Is there a door? I can see 2 flights of stairs, right?
Yes,
Is
one
there
is
one
down
going
to the basement.
down
Yes,
into the basement?
yes.
Did it sound like it was coming from the basement?
You can't quite work that one out, but it is indeed a possibility.
Nina, we should go to
Yeah?
the basement.
All right.
And
Can you just just open the door of the kids, turn on the light and see, not even go inside, just check out the one in the middle.
As Morgana runs off at 100 miles an hour...
Morgana's going down.
Yes. Nina is close in tow, but stops mid-stride, looks to her right into the children's bedroom. It is completely empty. You can see where the bed was in the carpet, but there's nothing in there. The bed's gone, the closets are all stripped out.
When Mr. Knott was talking to us, he kind of mentioned that nobody kind of removed, that he knows, the house was not cleaned off, right? He knew that.
According to the story, Mr. Knott told you that they disappeared.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
indeed, no one has cleared out the house.
Well, we know already that he was lying about that. All right, she's also going downstairs, but of course, since she's passing by the next room, she will also open what I would expect is another kid's room.
Well, all the doors were already open. So she passes the second children's bedroom. It is also, indeed, been completely cleared out.
Nina is not the thinking one, so she will just be
She's
a
like,
bit clueless.
That's a bit weird, yes.
I will tell Morgana that.
Nina runs down the stairs, bumps into Morgana at the bottom of the stairs, who's stopped outside the basement door. As you both walk towards the basement door, it slams shut, and you hear the lock click. What do you do?
Okay. So the
Give
door
me a
was
sanity
open.
check, both of you.
I was going to say, the door was open, then closed itself.
Yes, right in
and
front of
locked.
you.
Great.
I must also say that the moment this happened, I believe that because Morgana and Nina are very used to stealing and being very stealthy and quiet, maybe we just look at each other already knowing that now it's just stealth time. We need to be... We don't even say to each other if Sanne agrees, we just look at each other.
You both give the look to each other, yes.
Yeah, we turned on it's on.
I rolled a 32 under 80.
57 over 45.
Nina, take 2 sanity damage, please. Morgana, you survived. You're used to weird stuff. You just think to yourself, it could be the wind. Did I really hear the lock just click? Or was it on a catch, maybe? What do you do?
I try and open the door.
Unfortunately, indeed, the door is locked.
I look at Nina and go, can you open this?
And she will just move her head and slowly move close to the door. And she will use a sleight of hand. Is that what you use?
No, she'll be using a
Lockpicking.
locksmith.
Locksmith?
You do actually have locksmith as well.
Yeah, I do. 33 under 36. Yes.
As you pick at the lock, this isn't your first rodeo. You've picked many locks to get into many safe boxes within your long career of pickpocketing. As you hear the last piece of the lock click, you try the lock door, try and pull, and it feels like something is pulling against you. Give me a strength check.
You're the strong one.
Oh, yeah, right. 77 over
No.
40.
As you pull the door, it slightly opens ajar and slams back shut, and you hear the lock click once more.
Oh, for God's sakes.
As the door did come ajar, you could have sworn you saw no one behind it. Almost like the door was slamming on itself. You didn't see any hand on the door handle on the other side. What do you do?
I noticed that, right?
Yes.
When Nina noticed that, she will quietly put her hand close to her neck, where she keeps a little talisman her mother gave to her, supposedly to be for protection. It's a little dark stone. And she looks at Morgana and says, maybe we should get some weapons.
Well, you both already are armed. You've got a knife on you, and Morgana's got a pistol on her.
And a dagger.
Maybe she will make that point, and then Nina will say, I mean a bit more spiritual type.
Do you mean a cross? I mean, you can get
she's
one
shaking her head. I'm shaking my head to and listening up.
Yeah. On an audio medium.
On an audio medium, yes.
We're shaking our heads. I mean, if you want to get across, go ahead. But I think I'm going to shoot the door.
Fair enough. Just what I like.
In that case, just because she wants to just shoot the door, Nina will very fast on the floor, right in front of them, just draw with a knife across. Just because she's scared. To try to make sure that any spiritual would run away from it.
As Morgana pulls out her pistol, she unclips her bag, pulls out the pistol, pulls back the hammer, puts it towards the lock. As Nina does a front roll, sits there on one knee with a knife in one hand and a little talisman in the other hand, ready for anything to pounce off. A massive echo goes throughout the house as you shoot the lock out, and the door creaks open to the basement. What do you do?
Is there a light switch?
There is. Give me a look roll.
12 under 64.
You click on the light switch. The lights start to hum, start to flicker. They turn on. But the second that you step forward through the doorway, they flick off. But you look at the light switch. The light switch has turned off. Right next to you. What do you do?
Turn it on and off again? Sorry, off and on again.
Mm-hmm.
You flick it off and on, and the lights return once more.
So I take another step?
You take another step. The lights are still on. What do you do?
Take another step forward.
Give me a dexterity roll. 25, nice. Nina, are you following?
Yes, but she's trying to do it if there was a person, an actual person there. She would try to be as stealth as possible to not be seen. So it would look like Morgana is entering by herself, but she's kind of trying to...
I'll allow it, but give me a dexterity roll.
Okay, dexterity. 64 under 70.
You both make it down the stairs with no incident. Nina hides behind a box at the bottom of the stairs, while Morgana walks down. As you look into the basement, it seems like a cold, drab area. Concrete lined on all four sides. There is a workbench with a few tools on top, a few boxes in the corner, a few planks of wood, a few little things here and there. Give me a spot hidden roll.
Sana?
Yeah.
Or both of us?
Both of you?
Sana.
And I'll take the better one.
32 under 45.
41 under 60.
Morgana, as you're looking over at the workbench, you spot a knife, but something doesn't quite look right on this knife. Give me an occult check.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
53 under 55.
You notice it's starting to bob up and down slightly. You lower your vision. The knife's floating. It's not actually on the table. It's sitting about an inch above the table. Give me a sanity roll.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. 21 under 80.
You've seen weird shit before. Maybe it's magnetized. I don't know.
Can I walk forward and grab the knife?
As she's walking, do I see any sign of blood close to the knife?
Give me a spot in roll.
90 for
Would you like
hidden
to push?
silver.
Would
Yes.
you like to push this roll? Okay, how are you doing this slightly different, say? Because at the moment you're hidden behind a box at the bottom of the stairs. Morgana started
Indeed.
walking into the room like she's captivated by something.
I'm going to ask Morgana if she sees it. When she's approaching the knife, I distract her and saying, "Do you see any blood?"
Does this distract you, Morgana, or are you fixated on the knife?
I'm fixated on that knife.
Come on.
Morgana, give me a strength check.
52 over 50. Can I...
Would you like to use luck points?
Yeah, I'm going to use luck.
For 2 luck points, you make a success. As you place your hands on the knife moves violently. It is pulling your hand towards you, towards your chest. You are about to stab yourself. As Morgana flicks out the way, do you release?
I want to keep hold of the knife.
Give me another strength check.
Should it be strength? Yeah, it should be strength. 20 under 50.
Well, it's a hard success. You're wrestling with the knife as it's trying to stab violently again at you. It is now flinging your arm out at arm's length and trying to push against you. But you are in the zone. You're fixated with this knife, and you're flicking round, trying to wrestle it back down onto the table. It is in your hands once more, wriggling underneath as you're pushing hard against the table. Give me a sanity check.
Fuck is going on? 79 under 80.
It could be a life of itself. It could be a life form. I could be hallucinating right now, Morgana thinks. Nina!
Do I see this? Do I see
Are
the
you
knife?
watching this happen? Are you watching your friend trying to stab themselves?
Oh, so it's actually happening. It's not only in her head when she approached the knife.
it's very much happening. Give me a sanity check.
8. It's under. It's under 43.
You look at Morgana. Morgana, what the hell are you doing? In your Brazilian accent.
I will. After I ask that, I will jump from behind the box and I'll try to kick her hand to make her lose the knife.
Give me a dexterity roll.
6. Under a lot. Under 70.
Being the lovely knife-throwing trapeze artist you are, you vault up, grab the rafters, fling yourself towards Morgana, and kick the knife out of her hands. The knife is now on the other side of the room, on the floor. As it turns towards you, raises off the floor, and starts flinging towards you. What do both of you do?
I want to shoot the knife.
Oh, interesting.
Or shoot at the knife. Shoot around the knife.
What are you doing at this moment, Nina?
I was going to see if there's any loose wooden loose on the floor, like anything.
Well, I'm going to just say you've both got about 2 seconds of time. And I'm being generous with that because if a knife's being flung at you at full speed, it's going to be pretty much instant.
True. So the only question is, was there a loose piece of wood?
Unfortunately not, no. As Morgana raises her pistol towards the knife, she doesn't quite make it, and the knife flings between both of you and hits into the wall opposite behind you. What do you do?
Can I take off one of my shawls and throw it in the direction of the knife to see if it catches?
You take off your shawl, you flick it round and chuck it onto the knife. It is now hanging from your hood on the knife.
There's no form around it.
No. But as it's hanging off the knife, you're noticing the hood going up and down, like it's working its way out of the wall. What do you do?
I want to kick the knife. Bend it so it's stuck.
Yeah.
Give me a dexterity roll.
I tell Nina as well, I'm going to do this. Help me.
Okay, so I'm helping her.
10 under 50.
You
Ooh,
don't
that's
need
a
the
critical.
Help. Yes, you don't need the help at all.
I rolled the 15 though.
Yes. Well, Nina is
Also
rubbed off
critical.
on you. Yes.
Yeah.
Nina is rubbed off on you, Morgana. So of course she's taught you some of the lovely trapeze acts that she does. As you do a roundhouse kick onto the knife, trying to bend it inside the wall, but it flicks out of the wall into the other wall to your right. But as it hits that wall, you hear a distinctively different sound, almost like a thud, like it's hollow behind. What do you do?
Does Nina also realize that?
Yes, both of you do. You hear a hollow thud as the knife is now stuck into this wall. Give me a spot hidden roll, the pair of you.
42 under 45.
45 under 60.
The knife is distinctively further in this wall, like that wall isn't made of concrete.
Are there any tools around, like a big hammer?
Yes. On the tool bench there is the hammer. What do you do?
Other big tool?
What do you want? A sledgehammer, a crowbar, or a blowtorch?
Yeah, something. Because I wanna like throw one to Nina and go, what the fuck is behind that wall?
This. Yeah.
There is a sledgehammer on the leaning up the wall.
Okay, so let's say that Morgana will do that and Nina will keep an eye on the knife under the cloth. Since Nina kind of has her ways around knives.
Yeah.
Does Nina touch the knife?
No, but she will try. Actually, Nina's idea is to try to keep pulling the sides of the cloth in a way that doesn't allow the knife to get out from under it.
So if it does dislodge from the wall, it is still contained within the cloak?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Shawl.
The shawl. I'm calling it a cloak. That's what
Okay.
it is, okay?
Cloak is fine.
The shawl. So
There's many cloaks and shawls on Mystic Morgana anyway.
I love it how we do all these corrections, so I can't edit this out because this is great content.
So yeah, Morgana picks up a sledgehammer and sledges into the wall. Hammers into the wall.
Oh, give me a look roll.
Okay. 12 under 62.
As you raise the hammer up, you've seen the boys putting up all the tents and everything. You know how to use a sledgehammer.
I put my own tent up.
Oh, okay then. You put your own tent up. You know this. This isn't your first rodeo. You're a carnival lady. As Morgana lifts up the sledgehammer, slams it against the wall, the knife dislodges from the wall and falls into the cloak. It is now violently pushing against the cloak, trying to slice at it, trying to get out from its new home that you've created. Nina, give me a strength check.
All right. 32 under 40.
As the wall is being demolished, a hole is being created. The knife is flicking around, but you contain it against the wall. You see a darkened area behind the hole. Do you create an even bigger hole?
Yeah.
Are you violently going at this?
Yes.
So Morgana is violently demolishing the wall. Give me another strength check, Nina.
All right. Ooh, this one is 46 over 40.
Would you like to push the roll?
Uh-huh. Yes.
How are you doing this differently, holding it against the wall?
All right. I don't know. Do you help me?
Step on it?
Okay, in the sense that my foot would be stronger than my hands? Okay.
Yes. And more protected with shoes.
In a fast movement, Nina swaps up and down.
Nina
Just
flicks
because
it to
she's
the floor. Oh, well, give me the roll.
a contortionist. And she holds the cloth. Is that what she's doing, right? She's like
Yes.
holding the cloth with her foot. I roll strength.
Yes.
30.
The knife slips as you flick it to the floor and you quickly press your foot against it. You can feel it pushing hard against you, trying to get on its edge. But you hold it, while Morgana makes a life-sized hole that you can creep through.
While I'm stepping on it, do I
Yes.
see any marks on the knife? Like something that would look...
You can't actually see the knife at the moment.
It's still in the
No.
cloth.
But give me a
Alright.
spot hidden roll while you're there.
Okay. 53. Spot hidden. Under 60.
You indeed, as you're flicking yourself around and flicking the shawl to the floor, you look up in front of you. You do indeed see bloodstains all over the walls, all over the floor, over the ceiling. There's blood everywhere.
Are we trying to put this knife inside of the wall? Because maybe we should try to put it inside of one of these boxes.
I just want to find out what's behind this wall.
Morgana.
Because why is there a fake wall?
Mm.
Do you think it could be controlling the knife?
I don't know, but the knives don't usually move on their own.
So can Nina try? While Morgan is doing that, she will try to get to one of the boxes and try to see if she figures out how to cover it like you would do with an animal to kind of contain the knife.
Give me a look roll.
It's okay. 22. Under 70.
Whew. Nice. A hard success. As you're looking around, you're seeing wooden crates around you. You think to yourself, Eureka! Nice! I can put that on top of one. As you quickly grab one of the boxes, move your foot as the knife tries to flank up, you slam down the crate on top of it. And you quickly turn around and sit on top of it for extra weight. You're now sat on top of the crate, staring at Morgana. Morgana, you're looking through the hole. Give me a spot hidden roll.
5 under 45, so it's a critical success.
Morgana, as you stare through the hole, you see the silhouette of a coffin as the coffin creaks open and a hand appears. And that's where we'll end the session.
Oh my goodness!